Hello, my name is Amilcar Arevalo, and today we're going to talk about the coronavirus. The coronavirus has been a worldwide pandemic. Not only has affected teachers and students, it has also affected employees. According to the website United Nations Human Rights, millions of people around the world are unable to access adequate medical care or any social benefit, and this affects many employees. Today we have some special guests that are here with us. They're here to talk about their experience as employees during this pandemic. Good afternoon, Jose Mejia. It's a pleasure having you here today. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Hello, Sayuri. I'm really glad to have you here today. Um, how are you today? Just tell us.
I am very
Hola,
good.
hola, buenos días. Mi nombre es Zacarías Arevalo.
Please start by telling us about your job. Can you tell us what type of work you do?
Well, I'm a barber here at Creations Barbershop. I am co-manager here and first chair, barber in which, I cut hair here, do all sorts of things, designs, women's hair, all sorts of things.
Well, I work at a fast food restaurant in American Deli, and I am a cashier.
Trabajo hace?
Oh, yo conduzco taxi.
¿Por cuánto tiempo estaba haciendo esto? ¿Y qué es lo que le gusta más sobre su trabajo?
Ok, pues lo he hecho por 10 años. Y bueno, lo que me gusta es que soy un trabajador independiente.
I've been doing this for about a year, maybe 5 months, around there. The change in people's face after, seeing the haircut, yeah.
I've been doing this for like 2 years and a half. The thing that I like the most about my job is honestly the employees that are around me. They're like really nice, and also the customers. I have some customers that are really great. They're really nice people.
Due to COVID-19, many businesses have been shut down. Others were obligated to change their schedule and even cut off employees' hours. Please tell me, how has COVID-19 affected you in your workplace?
First of all, it has affected my workplace because it always cuts down 1 hour. So let's say I work 5 hours and now I have to work 4 because of COVID. And I wish they put another hour, but they can't. And also, it has affected me because I have been feeling. At first, I was like really scared of it, and like, oh, like I don't want to get COVID. It's just scary. But yeah.
Oh, bueno, el COVID-19 a mí me ha afectado mucho porque pues siempre uno anda preocupado y aparte de estar preocupado pues me ha afectado muchísimo en el sistema de que me ha bajado muchísimo el trabajo.
So the pandemic has typically affected me just like the rest of the other barbers in a way where, a lot of people fear of coming to our barber shop, typically because of COVID, because you're touching people, you're always around people and all sorts of things like that. So when it's typically, affected work here, a little negative, still positive.
It's really important to follow CDC guidelines, especially during these uncertain times. It's really hard for employees and customers to follow sometimes, but we have to make sure we stay protected and protect others around us too. What CDC guidelines do you think are the most important, and how do you incorporate them when practicing?
Well, the guidelines that are really important is always using a mask, hand sanitizing your hand. That's what we do at work. And also wearing gloves. So we require everyone at my work to wear gloves and masks. And every customer to always wear a mask.
Sanitizing, keeping your stuff clean. Sometimes, wearing your gloves, alcoholizing yourself, disinfecting yourself, even wearing masks.
Lo que yo pienso sobre eso es de que uno tiene que andar protegido, tiene que andar, por lo menos en mi sistema, yo en mi taxi he puesto una división por lo menos de un plástico de sistema vidrio por el lado trasero de mi vehículo y pues es un sistema para sentirse un poco más protegido y proteger a los clientes.
¿Han habido veces que ha tenido que negar su servicio a algún cliente por razones debidas al COVID-19?
Bueno, sí ha habido una o dos ocasiones que lo he negado por el sistema de que pues se escuchan como que andan bastante preocupados por el resto del COVID y dicen que van a un hospital y bueno, precisamente lo he negado porque pues por temor a mi protección y a mi familia igual.
No, honestly, no. You know, a lot of people have feared of getting COVID, typically in the barbershop, but that's not the case. You know, I think by this point, COVID is just in our heads. It's just something we keep in our minds, but I've never had to, you know, reject the customer service or, you know, anything like that.
Well, I haven't denied no one at work because they're all following guidelines and everything. But I think it's very important to like always wear a mask wherever you go, everywhere, you know, because it's not only for you but it's for others.
Have there been times you have been scared and you had to ask off for that day, or you just didn't show up to work, or maybe your hours have been cut off for your safety and the safety of others?
No. Honestly, no. I mean, I have gotten scared when I would, you know, hear a client cough frequently, you know, but as you know, to provide good customer service, you know, I offer them a water or something. I don't make it look so much of a big deal.
Well, there's time where I did wanted to call off of work at first because I was like really scared, and I end up didn't, but honestly, I'm like positive and I just went to work and that's what I've been doing all this time.
Bueno, siempre uno tiene que andar con positivo de lo que anda haciendo, pero igual siempre uno sale con el medio temor porque uno no sabe con quién se puede encontrar, si qué persona anda mal o anda bien, pero igual siempre uno tiene que andar con el
Please describe your feelings or thoughts every time a customer walks in. Like, how comfortable do you feel giving your service?
Well, every time a customer comes in, I always make sure they're wearing a mask. Or sometimes I tell them to hand sanitize because sometimes they're like touching other things and like, you know, I get so paranoid really easy. But yeah.
Cada que un cliente sube a mi carro, pues lo que yo le puedo exigir, o bueno, pedir de que por favor se proteja, pues por lo menos poniéndose su cubrebocas. Igualmente lo hago yo de hacerlo para pues tener una cierta protección para mí y para el cliente igual.
Honestly, it's good. You know, it's a good feeling. It's there's not really much to feel in the beginning until you get to the end. You know, you feel how good you either feel good or bad towards the end of the cut. You know, but my feelings towards it, you know, is just keep working. You know, get through it, make the client satisfied. That's it. You know, keep on moving.
Tell me about your personal feelings during these uncertain times. Has anybody related to you or close to you been affected by COVID-19?
No, me and my family, you know, we stay at home. I don't really know anyone personally like that has gotten COVID. So, no.
There has been some family friends that have passed away from COVID-19. Like my mom's friend, she passed away from that, and like some family friends that I knew. So that's why we're just like, it's so important to like follow the guidelines and always be safe at all times.
I am so sorry to hear that.
Bueno, hasta el momento cerca de mí, la verdad que yo haya sabido, no he sabido nada de eso, pero pues sí he sabido de que a veces andan pues enfermos del COVID y pues no he tratado la manera de no estar muy cerca de ellos.
I know during these uncertain times, we feel a little bit stressed, but it's important that we keep a positive attitude.
Why do you think it's important to keep a positive attitude during these uncertain times?
It is really important to keep a positive attitude because honestly, if you always keep a negative, I feel like nothing will go out good. And honestly, just say that everything will be okay, and be safe all times.
Because if you have a negative attitude on it, then you're not helping yourself. You're not helping the community. You're not helping others. Just making matters worse.
¿Cuál es el mensaje que le quiere mandar a las personas?
El mensaje que yo le puedo mandar a las personas que escuchen esto pues es de que nos protejamos, que hagamos todo lo que está bajo de nuestro alcance y bajo de lo que la ley los puede ordenar.
To always be positive and follow guidelines, because you never know who may have it around you. And always be safe and never disobey, I guess, the guidelines.
Stay at home.
I want to thank everyone who made this video possible. Thank you to everyone who participated in this.
Gracias, gracias, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for interviewing me today.
Once again, thank you very much. This video was a great success.